Cat. Oh, hello. Uh, Hi. It is I, Bouncy Man. Oh, look at me. Well, I don't bounce no more. No, I only bounce when I start talking. Yes. Um. Hold on. I need my controller. Oh shit! I don't know what this bit is going.
I feel like a little character from Dexter's Laboratory. I don't know why.
Hello, chat. Welcome to stream. I will be playing Metroid X Fusion. Fun mod, yes. Fun times, yes.
I know I normally do these on Tomboy on screen. Alright, this is Orpheon indeed.
But it's just a lizard. Oh my goodness. It's a lizard.
I was catching up with more MSQ yesterday. More lizard. From the...
More lizard. Here another lizard.
I guess, chat, what do you think? I have, like, two hairstyles I normally swap between for lizard. The spiky ponytail, which is kind of the default look, or I call it default look because I've used it since I've been lizard. But then there's the short hair that I've used for, like, whenever I finish an expansion and I'm doing the post game, I tend to just use the short hair. So I'm curious to see which one do you guys like more on lizard. I'll probably make a poll later, just for non-specific data, because I like both, and I usually have trouble choosing which hair.
My wife, the Lizard May Spun Tomboy series.
I miss your joke. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God.
I got a terrible case of allergies today.
Oh, boy.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's a lot of dust moving on in my house.
Oh boy. Where is...
I'm loading the game.
So today be Wednesday, my dudes. Is there a reason from streaming today, or feelings feeling funny? Sorry. So it's kind of like a mix between I got an appointment tomorrow at the time that I usually stream. So I thought about streaming like right now. So that way I can make up for tomorrow. Because I don't know how much time it's gonna take and all that other stuff. So that's on the one hand, but I also did feel a little bit funny. Like I feel like either way, like I mentioned that I wanna add more days into my streaming schedule. But there's more things that I have to do, and all this other stuff that like just takes precedent. With that said, however, I am close to finishing the F-Zero video. I'm actually doing sound mixing before doing the stream, so hopefully I'll be able to get more of that going soon. So yeah. Where is the RAM?
This is it.
Do I gotta load it on my Amahemu. Right. It's working. If I don't see my save file, I think I'm just gonna swap games, to be quite honest. Shit, my file is there. Good. Oh, thank goodness it's there. There we are. So yeah, more Metroid X Fusion. This is a for those who weren't here on the last stream. A new popular ROM hack fan game. I don't know which is the particular category you would label this on, so we are gonna just be playing a little bit more of it because I had a lot of fun last time. Recently been playing Metroid Prime Pinball, quite addicting. Oh gosh, don't get me started on Prime Pinball. Oh, I forgot already. The controllers are not what they seem. Yeah, Prime Pinball. It's I think the only Metroid game that I haven't made like a dedicated video about in ever. So I might be streaming it come next month or whatever, so that way maybe I can do a video about it because it's pretty fun. I played it a lot as a kid. I'm still upset that I guessed it long ago when you first teased it back when the moon had a sibling. What do you mean, Shadley? In many years ago, I had a trip to New York, and I was able to meet with a couple of fans. Like, I wanted to do just a little fan meet and greet to like give stickers and stuff like that, and just like talk to people, get to know feedback for the channel, like in person, and just see what they would want to do. And I remember I forgot their name. It's been a while. But I met like a few people. I'm honestly kind of honestly flabbergasted and humbled that there's actually fans in the area who wanted to just go and meet and greet. Just, you know, little old me. But they had said about a pinball video, because I asked, well, like, you know, what type of video would you like? And it's like, oh, pinball. And then Metroid Dread was announced. Sorry, Samus Returns and the rest were announced. So that kind of took a backseat for, oh crap, new games. So I still have it on like my I want to talk about it list and stuff. So there were 2 moons in the sky once, but I used to drink back then before my body started saying nah to that stuff. Shadley, are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need a reboot? Are you broken? But how are you guys doing today? I'm doing good. Just a little bit under the weather. I think it's just been a lot of stress and what have you. Trying to remember. I'm pretty there's like a room over there that I did not go to, where I fought Meta Crocomire or whatever last stream. Shaylee, how many fingers am I holding up? Oh, I'm stuck at grapple beam. Oh, Y is just grapple beam, X is just shoot. Oh, okay. That's how it was. Also, I don't know how loud it is compared to my voice, the game. Do I need to do some audio mixing? I am most certainly broken, however, it seems my complete blueprints seem to have been lost. Shadley, I think you need to stop looking at Magic the Gathering cards for just a few moments to reinstitute your brain so it can reboot. Alright, I think I can't go through here, so I'm just gonna
reset over here real quick. Again, big fan of this presentation. It's so cool. Clearing the front yard of weed, then procrastinating, then remember I have free time to continue with the Google Doc thingy. Well, please don't. I hope I'm not the reason you're procrastinating. You can put. I can be the voice in your ears while you do whatever things that you need to do. I keep forgetting it's like more of a Super Metroid mod than a Fusion mod. Alright, so yeah, we got super missiles and we got grapple beam from last time. Oh crap. Oh crap. Bonjour. Or should I say bonsoir? Orpheon developed distant telepathy? No, it's just it's a common upgrade for euphonias nowadays. You know, standard-ish. Shit. Shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I sense skill issue problems coming on my way. So, I'm also finishing Final Fantasy 16. I've not been able to stop making mythos jokes. You suck my nuts, mythos. Oh shit. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, fuck it. So, yeah, I gotta grapple beam my way through that, and it's very close to like the floor. Like I don't got a lot of room to grapple onto stuff. It seems pretty tight jumping puzzle. Gosh, I hate rooms like this because of the Super Metroid physics. Like, sometimes I feel like I can't really tell what I can stand on and what I can't stand on. Oh boy. Oh, Americ, I did M3 yesterday. Pretty fun. You were right. All these Arcadian normal rates are super fun, man. Like, I like the music, I like the mechanics. None of it feels like frustratingly annoying like the tree in Pandemonium 3 or some of the other stuff. I just been stuck at getting the high rolls as usual. So I have collected 0 pieces of gear, even though I really want the chest piece for my caster. Wow, they want me to do this 3 times? Wow. Alright, I did it. M7 is intense heal-wise. Yeah, I mean, I hate going into these normal rates as like a tank because I'm completely blind But it's the only only job I have the item level high enough to go in. So I'm usually like giving the healers and the rest of the party a heads up that somebody is going to eventually die because I am dead. But most healers tend to be like a good sport. Like I picked up on the mechanics real quick. It's raid whites over raid whites over raid whites. I remember wiping 3 times before clearing it on the first day. Well, I mean, you're going at it blind, so I would have expected wipes. Well, that's another death. I think this ROM hack really, like, I took 2 hits and there goes my energy tank. I don't really remember much of the damage calculation in traditional Metroid games, to be fair. But, like, I feel like, gosh, it asks a little bit, definitely asked too much for a casual player to sort of be able to do this. And that might be my biggest, like, in this particular area, it kind of sucks because I can't get Samus to, if I press up, if I tap up, it goes up this high. If I tap down, I can't go any further down. So I'm always just swinging against some other, see, like, I don't get the momentum necessary to do the spin jump, nor do I get the clearance, enough clearance on the swing. So, like, gosh. And then I gotta do this. Oh. No, what the fuck? See what I mean? I don't have enough clearance. It's a fun puzzle. It's like pretty cool that it makes you use the grapple beam to navigate, but I feel like the ceiling could be higher. The ceiling could definitely be higher in this case. Because I don't have enough clearance to use the mechanic the way they sort of intend me to do, I think. Well, okay. Like, I don't have enough. If I miss the one shot, I don't get a second one. Oh gosh, and then you have to deal with the platform. Oh gosh. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. And I only did that because of a wall jump. Also pondering of the idea of... I also don't like how immediately everything attacks. And now there's this room. Fuck. Hold on, Brian. Your message is a little bit too long for me to be reading while I'm trying to do these skill issue platforming stuff. ago. That's physics in my ghost town project. Wonder if physics... Oh, psychics. Oh. Existing in my horror project would disrupt any sense of dread fear in my story, messing with the grounded human near-realistic elements, like affecting the feeling of vulnerability, not safety. I mean, that seems like you're considering one thing too many. I would, like, focus first on what do you gain by having psychics that can add to that, to like any of those things, and if it, or at least like create a baseline for the story, and then see from there. Like, next Balatro game of the year, Balatro stream win. I don't know. Maybe if I get too annoyed of this game. I don't believe it. Why is there a Crocomire in a place like that? Crocomire mentioned? That's not surprising. BSL's been collecting living specimens from all the inhabited worlds during the last decade. Something is telling me that the BSL isn't interested in zoology. After the Ceres incident, the Galactic Federation has stopped bioreactor program support, but BSL simply could not resolve to stop. They repurposed the station in order to pursue their research secretly. But the Federation surely should have not allowed this, and yet they changed their mind. What happened? When looking for specimens on the surface of SR-3D8, the research team was attacked by an unknown life form. BSL then sought assistance from the Galactic Federation. Can see where this is going. They did it in the best intentions. Some of the worst things were done with the best intentions. X cannot be allowed to leave this station at any cost. We must act quickly. It's time to tilt the balance in our favor. What do you have in mind? I need to get my power suit back. Impossible. The remains of your infected power suit are stored in Sector X. Sector X. The quarantine area. It is cut off from the rest of the station. No one enters here without authorization. Give me the path to Sector X. Negative. We have no idea what kind of monstrosity lies in there. This process would release even more unstoppable X-hosts. I'm willing to take the risk. This entrance is locked up by heavy blast gates. The mechanism is jammed, but with enough power supply and a bit of hacking, I could get it back to work. How much power do you need? You have to turn on all auxiliary power generators. Perfect. But I do not approve of this. You have to trust me, Adam. Who is this Adam? My former commanding officer and trusted confidant. I never spoke of him to him again since I left the Federation. At least not until today. So you discovered the truth about my identity. A human soul uploaded to a computer. How crazy is that? I wish a reunion happened in better circumstances. Samus, listen to me. Sector X is the opposite of safe. If you die now, the galaxy's doomed. You're the only one who can stop the X. And let's not waste any time. Again, I enjoy the new story. Yes, this is my first time playing. But I don't like the sequence of events and the writing in some things. I feel like there's... Again, I don't know how much more of the game there is and all that other stuff, but it's just like... With the ebb and flow of how they talk about stuff and why. I felt that part of the thing that was fun about the original Fusion in the story is that Samus is more or less kept in the dark about what might be really going on the station and the Federation and all this other stuff, and I hate the Super Metroid physics so much. But yeah. Everything else is pretty fun. I like the few instances where they change a few of the layout here and there. Maybe the story / game is taking into consideration that the fans know the story of the original Fusion. Yeah, I mean, I can see that, but I wouldn't really use it. I feel like that's a sort of quote unquote weird reason for doing that, because like the way like when I play any of these, like I play any of the Metroid games, it's sort of like the ebb and flow of the characters and the characters within the world. The audience could know of what happens in the original Metroid Fusion, but this is supposed to be like a reimagining. So it's more or less like the why and now and how Samus reacts and the information that's being laid out sort of reduces any tension that there might be. Because, like, there's the whole point of the original Fusion where Samus has her monologues in the elevator so that there's things that roam in your brain as you're trying to find your way on the BSL station and all this other stuff and try to uncover more and more pieces. And here it seems more like character A and character B already know these things and they're only talking the stuff to each other to relate it to the audience, rather than like you see this sort of thought process, and when Samus calls Adam is in a moment of sort of desperation. She slips, it slips off her tongue type of stuff, and that's when the reveal and whatever happens. But you know, I don't normally or usually play Metroid games for like the big inner machinations of how the story and stuff like that, but like I just feel that like if you're gonna go ahead and go the extra mile of sort of reimagining Fusion to this extent that is super cool, that, you know, you could probably put some other effort, or not to imply that there wasn't underwriting, but like the reason I'm not too hard on it is it's something that they could easily just change. It's just text, you know? Now I am trying to figure out where do I go? Because it says here that I could probably go up, but I don't think the whole thing. Take the whole plot, then play it without any dialogue thingy. I mean, yeah, basically, yes, but if it's my blind playthrough, why wouldn't I want to see the, you know, the story, what the devs might have had in mind for their reimagining. Oh yeah, of course. I can't even open that. Double T's. All right. Maybe. Keep forgetting how to wall jump. Like, I do the first wall jump perfect, no problem. Second wall jump, not so much. No way. Oh, they want me to do the loop-de-loops? Oh gosh, what hit me? What hit me? Oh, that thing is hitting me? Wow. Spin! Where am I going? Where am I going? Game mod, where do you want me to go before I die again and I have to do all of that again? Had some Metro issues? You mean Metroid issues, right? There's only one jump on the same wall. Ah, okay. No wonder. I was gonna be like, why can't I do the Super Metroid jump? Am I missing the inputs? But okay. It's good to know only one jump per wall. Wow. Maybe I gotta use that to go in there. I've never really been a fan of the grapple beam on the 2D games, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think it's probably one of the main things that I really enjoyed about Dread is just how they've managed the grapple beam in that. Like, it's a fun power-up, don't get me wrong. It's just that, like now I was stuck because my Samus did not cling into the wall. Fuck. Oh shit, wrong button. Today I'm going to spin. To spin, I'm gonna try. There we go. No, I did not see that beam wall, to be quite honest, because the blocks kind of blend in for me a little bit. I just see them as other type of blocks. It's a me issue. No puede. Not again. I hate grapple beam. Once you get Space Jump, you already grapple beam. I mean, yeah, true, but the main issue is how, like, these grapple beam segments were sort of placed, where, like, if I fall now, I might as well, you know, die. And then you gotta deal with the awkward grapple beam physics from, like, Super Metroid, and then on top of that, there's the whole sense of backtracking. So I'm just trying, like, I've spent the entire, like, 30 or so minutes that I've been playing this game just as this one particular section that, like, damn. Like, I just feel like, holy crap, it's certainly not a ROM hack for newcomers. That's for sure. Just whatever text over here. The Phantom fight? Is that like the one that came after fighting Meta Crocomire or whatever? And these X-Parasites just fly away immediately. They don't hover around. Grapple Beam is just there because they didn't want to bother implementing ladders in Super Metroid. Not a gripe though, just saying. I mean, for me it's more like, alright, why not just implement ladders into this fan game? I also don't have, like, the power grip, so... Oh, I'm fucked. Oh. Do I gotta do this all again? Because Samus just didn't grab to the wall? You see? Oh, gosh. This is why I hate about... Stupid mosquito bit my middle finger. Help! Oh, that's the worst. It's the worst when they get your fingers, because then like I hyper like fixate on it. Pretty hard to grasp the situation. How far we're into the game? I don't really know. Like, it's the first time I'm playing it, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't know how long of a ROM hack this is. Phantom Crocomire. I mean, I thought it was cool. I just shot at him. I don't really... I remember more Meta Crocomire than Phantom Crocomire. I want to itch, but I don't want to flip people off. Just do it. You're gonna have to flip them off. Who cares? Just do it. Flip them off. Do it, Averick. Alright, so chat, I can only do one wall jump in general. I cannot, like, wall jump off this wall. And then jump off... Oh, no, never mind. It was a skill issue. I just did it. Oh, crap. And I fell through blocks. I feel like that wasn't worth just one missile. Completely, on second thought, with all the effort they put onto this, they could have spent a bit more on ladders. Or just, like, a general way of making the navigation where you wouldn't need the grapple beam. Like in the original Fusion and Zero mission, but, like, you know, we adjust, but... I don't really like playing with the grapple beam in Super Metroid. Finished mine on 646. Oh, wow. Those things survive 2 super missiles? Adding power grip if it were possible. Yeah, I mean, I think that would have solved a lot of the problems. Really? Alright. More dead ends. Hmm. I do like the addition of, like, bodies and stuff. Oh, shit. Hey there. Oh, no. That was a cool sprite, though, with the guy sort of, like, getting bodied. Oh, gosh. So I feel like some section of Super Metroid don't really need the grapple beam if you're good at wall jumping and damage boosting. I mean, yeah, I guess, but wall damage boosting I don't count so much just because, like, I see that more of a quote-unquote physics exploit than, like, an intended ability like the wall jump. But, like, yeah, for sure. Part of the fun is that it's kind of optional in Super Metroid. But what about dead ends, brother? Living star. Wide beam. Crusty sound. Oh damn, Core X is throwing hands despite the lack of hands. Yeah, the AI and stuff is smart in Fusion. I would say it's like so far more cheating to appear smart. Because in the previous stream, like the moment I was like remotely near the SAX, it like like even if I was behind it, they knew where I was, and like preemptively shooting where I was gonna be, type of shit. Wow, scientists have been getting got shot and yeah, the sprites of the dudes getting shot at was pretty cool. I'm just surprised he didn't like immediately disintegrate the fact that I shot them with a super missile. Oh, I wonder what I gotta destroy with a power bomb later. Or am I? How does that make any sense, map-wise? Like, I was here to go through a station, through the Sector X station, right? And then I just moved one room over here to the right. And then I went down, and I showed up here. I always like experimenting on what I could do with the physics in Metroid game. Even lore-wise, it feels smarter, but I'm not gonna tell. I mean, I think like you're just giving it away by phrasing it like that with the fact that the SAX believes it's the real Samus. That's, I mean, what else are you supposed to do with the SAX? Oh shit. It's these guys. At least that's my thought, you know? I mean, Fusion is my favorite game from the 2D ones. So, like, I've always liked the sort of doppelganger horror with the X-Parasites and the SAX and stuff like that. So, like, I've also daydreamed about, like, oh, what would I do with the SAX? Would I make a game? And the main thing I would have changed narrative-wise is just like a portion or some other thing where the SAX thinks that it's Samus or the real one. But time will tell. Well, my arsenal kind of sucks though. Like, I have super missiles and the white beam, and I still cannot, like, I gotta rely on 3 super missiles to kill things. Whoa, Ceres. Shit. Don't tell me I'm gonna have to deal with Ceres as I'm grapple beaming. Shit. Oh, okay. Whew. Thank goodness. I was starting to get panic over there. Ceres and grapple beam? No, thank you. No. Oh, okay, I see. This is just so I can sort of just exit. I'm assuming this is going to be a dead end for now. Is that what they're called, X-Morphs? I honestly don't know the name. Adam, I'm underwater. Please help. No, I just call him that? Oh, okay. Trap it by switching water levels. I have full access to the pumping control room. What do you want to do? Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Are you telling me this is like a water dungeon? Like the water temple? Oh, fuck, it is. I've drained the water. Odd. In the original game, this destroys like all of the adjacent blocks as well. Am I the only one that thinks the water temple wasn't that bad? I mean, I wouldn't say that it was terrible, but I could totally agree as someone who was there in the when like Ocarina of Time was my first Metroid game. Like it was the newest thing out, and it just sucked because of having to do the back and forth while swapping in and out of the inventory. So it wasn't so much that it's bad, but the getting used to it was definitely asking a lot. I'm in the side where I think both parties are right. Like, it's not as bad as some other people make it seem to be, but it's still annoying. Like, the fact that it slows down the pace just because you have to open the menus to swap the item is what mostly makes it frustrating for me. Not to mention that if I wanted to change the water level, it wasn't as convenient as maybe I talked to Adam and I manually set the water level to a certain height. I would have to go back, find the thing, play the song, and now go back and all this other stuff, you know? There's perhaps a little bit too much backtracking and slow as it is already with changing the water levels, that when you add the fact that you also have to swap in and out of the iron boots in the inventory screen, it just slows it down and makes it annoying rather than difficult. Oh. Thank you, Ceres. Boo boo, boo boo boo, doo doo doo, doo doo. It's like I think the 3DS version fixes that. Yeah, but like I feel the fact that we say as it fixed is that in itself just proves the fact that it was somewhat of an issue. You know? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, it's an old N64 game. Alright. It's a safe room over here. Oh, it's the door up there, right? So confused. Maybe I gotta raise the water level or something. Alright, I can jump in there, but... Yeah, this sector is kind of, I feel, yeah, this feels kind of weird. I beat it without the blue tunic, and I didn't think it was that bad. Well, the blue tunic is like the optional thing. I mean, I beat it also with the blue tunic, and I thought it was bad, annoying. You know, but what version are you playing? I honestly don't know. I feel like the environmental damage is way too high on this hack. It's yes, it's that. It's also the fact that. Damage calculation, like, you have little to no invincibility frames and things still pack a punch, is what I would say part of the issue is. And then with the X-Parasites immediately flying away, I think that it just makes it even a little bit more difficult. Because you're not collecting your health as much as you are in the vanilla Fusion. So confusing, man. I guess replaying I guess after replaying Ocarina of Time so many times myself, I'm okay with it. Plus, it makes me look forward to the Shadow Temple more. I mean, that's one thing, but I think that that's also kind of like quote-unquote cheating. It's like you're replaying the game. Of course, you already know what you're supposed to do, and it's going to be a little bit less tedious. Which is why I always think that like the blind experience matters so much. Because, like, the same thing can be said, like, you know, everybody on the internet complains about Metroid Prime 2 and the Sky Temple keys or the Chozo artifacts and how annoying and frustrating it is and blah, blah, blah. So, like, I get it in that regard as well. You know, it's not an issue to me, but I've been playing this game for so much. We'll be departing now. Me, I'm not doing so hot for reasons that beneath your concern, so... Have a good stream, Tomboy Sim. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Shaylee. I hope you get better, dude. I feel like I probably need to raise the water levels. Let's see. It's not. Did I not confirm? Oh, no, never mind. That's true. If I remember correctly, I had an easier time collecting the Chozo artifact with the Sky Temple keys. I mean, definitely, for sure. I think everybody probably had an easier time collecting the artifacts of the Sky Temple keys. Oh gosh, I'm so confused by this map. And that's mostly because, like, the Chozo artifacts are, like, already in your way. You can collect with the proper knowledge, you can collect a great majority of them before you're even forced to fight. Before you even have, like, the Phazon suit and stuff. Screw attack. Especially because, like, the Sky Temple keys, for some of them you do need the light suit. I'm pretty sure that for the Chozo artifacts there are ways that you can collect all of them without needing the Phazon suit. But like, I definitely can see people having an easier time with the Sky Temple keys. I'm sorry, Chozo artifacts. I have to assume that I cannot reach to that boss on the left. Maybe I have to go to the one on the bottom? I want to imagine that this is the reason why the devs put the whole... This is where you're supposed to go on Metroid Fusion. Oh, whoa. How did that work? The energy cells in Prime 3 are fun to get, in my opinion. I think that all three are fun to collect. The scavenger hunt at the end of the Prime games is my favorite thing of the Prime games. Because I feel like, as I went over this on my Chozo artifact video, and it's mostly the fact that, like, I see it as the ultimate test of, like, of Metroid knowledge. That now that you have a fully powered Samus, right? And you've got all the abilities and all the power-ups that you want. Now it becomes a true test of how can you use these to gather all the items that you need in order to finish the game. And so it becomes, the map becomes more of an open sandbox, because throughout your entire journey of Metroid Prime, it's like collect item A and then head for item B, that room B that has the item that you need to go into room C and collect the next item, and sort of it keeps going in that sequence. But with hey Mewtwo, with the Prime games, so like once you get all the power-ups and the game is telling you just like go collect the Sky Temple keys, good luck finding them. It forces you to like get absorbed in the world and scan everything that you can for clues and stuff to just use your equipment. So it kind of becomes a fun challenge in that aspect. All right. Is that it? Did I save the animal? Hey, little Edakun. Is that it? There's an X on the map. Alright, I guess so. So like with the thing with the scavenger hunt, the map now becomes like a giant sandbox secret. I miss the days when we had such amazing chiptune sounds. Yeah, me too. The X is for special secrets. Ooh. Fun. Thought I was going the right way because Ceres kept showing up. Oh gosh. How far back did this put me? Oh gosh. Silkstone is actually coming out, yeah. It is. Much excitement. I still have not finished Hollow Knight. Death by creeps. Alright. And I had collected that energy tank and everything. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so we know that the door above is the save room, and I cannot... Because I thought that, like, I could reach this room by going either through here or through here. But as I've seen, the way to go through here is more like an exit. So, like, I would have to go through here, make my way over here. Because when I went up this was just the X secret whatever thingy with the Etakun. It's hard to tell sometimes where you can go. Give me my energy tank, please. Thank you. Misiles? And now just seeing where the fuck do I go? Okay, so this is the room with Sarah. No, the next room is the room with Ceres, right? Okay, this time I'm not just gonna follow where Ceres is going. Let's go down that door. Pretty sure there's somebody who's played the game already. Trying to scream at me for going the wrong way. I feel like I'm definitely going the wrong way, but like... Yep. Definitely going the wrong way. Alright, so there's gotta be a way I can get up there. Given how much there is of destructible blocks in the like in the mod, I would probably just have to start shooting everything. We're back here. Metroid games for you. Love the exploration aspect even if you get lost. Yeah, me too. I just feel that like sometimes it makes me really appreciate the invisible ways that the mainline games sort of make you find solutions. Use your knowledge? What do you mean by that? My knowledge is very small and limited, and usually filled with lizard clutter. You would have to excuse me. I remember a question in one of the past streams that's favorite Kamen Rider. My favorite season of Kamen Rider from a writing perspective is Build. I just like a lot of the characters and their struggles and how they implemented the flood of Kamen Rider power-up toys into Build. And the villain as well. But I also like X8, O's, Double, Deno. Like, I got several that I like, but if I had to pick like one, probably build. I really love Evil, especially. Gosh. Nope. I don't know why I thought that maybe racing the water level would have changed to something. Kamen Rider, Gam, Dangerous Zombie, for me at least. I have the SH figure out for that and, what do you call it? Dan Kuroto himself. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. Water kills them. Oh, I just looked at chat. I didn't know that water killed these guys. Could you please come over so I can go into that safe room? Any second, any day now, Mr. Water Boiler. Keep going. No, 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 that's the wrong way. Fuck. I hate these. Oh, you have the SH figure arts for Dangerous Zombie? Awesome. Yeah, Croco gifted to me many birthdays ago. Fuck off. Yeah, go for a swim. Yeah. It didn't restore my full health. Strange. Is it not meant to restore my full health? Is it only 3 energy tanks? The water boiler's weakness, water. Well, you see, it's cold water, and they're filled with hot water. So, like, the water temperature caused them to... The temperature difference caused them to explode. Oh, fuck, it's one of those puzzles. This is not worth the trouble for one missile expansion, devs. Oh, fuck off. Alright. Well, at least I'm here. Gotta love all these beginner traps. I don't like the way those enemies just fly around. It reminds me a little bit of the Metroids from AM2R. And just how they just always just go towards where you are. Yeah, this game is on normal. By the time chat told me that like it's like normal is it's kind of hard, it was already too late. I had begun I had already made progress. So You see how they just stay over me and they don't like really hover away? Alright, let's see what all these troubles were for, if anything. Don't tell me there's no item in here. I mean, map says there is. Oh, wow. What a troll. What a troll. Now I'm gonna push both of these robots. Yeah, power ohms would have been great. Do you know about 30 minutes fantasy? No, I don't think I know about that. Oh boy, come on. Mr. Water here, please. Mood, hi. Alright, let's go die at the boss. It's Ceres with these physics. Oh, crap. Oh, the slowdown. Oh shit, wow. That does, I forget that these don't really bounce off. They can just bum rush me. Fuck. Alright. Speed booster, right? Hey! My favorite. Also, first try. Wow. Oh, we take damage during Shine Spark? Oh. Super Metroid. I forget. It's a Super Metroid thing. Imagine getting a game over from that. Well, fortunately, I somehow did that on my blind run, so I'm not complaining. Okay, dokie. Loopy the booster in hand.
Gotta love the fact that I got the speed booster, but I'm in the underwater sections. So not really a lot of space to play around with it just yet. Oh, what the fuck? 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 Oh, I guess I gotta lower the water level now. Okie dokie. Here I go. Much excitement. So excited. Sounds redeemed, by the way. Ah, shit! I forgot. I knew I forgot something. That was my bad. I didn't turn on the streamer bot. That is my bad. What sound was it? So I can play it. You know what? I'll give you one of each. There's one. And I'll give you more.
Yay! 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 Yay!
Oh, wait.
Yay! 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 Yay!
Oh, usually the videos.
Woohoo! Yay! It's me, Crocomire!
There's more behind the scenes and how he gets into character. Alright. Sweet. Yeah, no, I noticed that they were low. No, I'm not learning. I just am not distracted by other things. You can reach the speed booster without gravity suit underwater because of super Metroid physics. Oh. Really? No, I'm still a retired YouTuber though. I'm definitely a retired YouTuber. Or more so the fact that Destiny has made sure that I don't have time to invest mentally into a YouTube channel that like barely makes any numbers. I do it because it's fun, yeah, but like priorities, you know. At least back in the day, I was able to see how the channel grew and all that other stuff. And I know that part of it is because because it's been more of always a side gig. I don't feel compelled to chase the trends and stuff like that. So like, I feel like that was just not who I am. Like, I'll still do some YouTube shorts and stuff like that just because I feel like that might be fun to edit several videos and maybe convince the algorithm to put me in the faces of other Metroid fans or whatever. But like, I'm definitely not the type of guy who's gonna be like, Matt Sprint, I gotta do everything. I gotta do everything right now. I already make so little from it as is, and I usually use the earnings from the channel to just buy some food or reinvest it into the channel to make more chibis and stuff like that, so. Part of the reason I started streaming was just just mostly the fact that I felt like I could A, talk with you guys, which is the whole reason I started the channel, and then B, be able to like offer a little bit more of activity that doesn't require me to be editing like a bunch of videos and stuff like that. because I always have fun seeing your guys' comments and discussions on the videos. Has always been my favorite aspect of making these YouTube videos, but like there is a point, I guess, where I have to like look at the numbers and be like, how much time. I'm starting to feel the chat lie to me about the speed booster. So when Silksong releases, you want to finish Hollow Knight first and then play Silksong, or not in the future? I don't know yet, because I've tried Hollow Knight 3 times at this point, and I keep quitting it. It just hasn't hooked me in the same way that other Metroidvanias might have hooked me, and I know that that's a point of my personal preferences when it comes to the games and stuff like that. So like, I'm excited for Silksong mostly because I'm an indie dev supporter. Like I would probably just get it for the fact that I want to support indie developers and all this other stuff. But I'm definitely not been one of those guys who's been going crazy over Silksong's delays and stuff like that. I feel like even if I was a diehard fan, I would not be the case because I haven't done that with Metroid Prime 4. And mind you that I've been waiting for Prime 4 since I was in fucking high school. So, is it a rage game for you too? A little bit. It's a little bit of a rage game because of like the Souls-like aspects of the constantly dying. I like it more when the Metroidvania games are focused less on their combat and more on their exploration and stuff like that, which is part of the reason I'm enjoying this mod. It's like a lot of it is exploration, and not to sound like Hollow Knight doesn't have it, but I feel like it's beginner unfriendly, and I just haven't played enough to stop being a beginner and all this other stuff, if that makes any sense. Like maybe if I finish Hollow Knight at some point in the future, or if chat tells me that Silksong is a better entry point into Hollow Knight, then I may give it another try. But for the time being, that sort of is my stance on it. Like I'm excited that it's a thing though. Don't get me wrong. I hate these boiler robots so much. I need to raise the water level to get here. Like I've in terms of indie games, I'm very excited for the new one that Jack Club Games is releasing. Mina, the one with the little mousey, that's like a Castlevania game, but it plays more like one of those Game Boy Color Zelda games. I think personally, that's the indie game I'm most excited at the moment. Given that the other indie games I'm excited for are yet to have a release date. Oh, what the f- Oh gosh, this. This mod. I. I died because I fell through the invisible block and I did not jump fast enough. And the way that the thing I've been complaining about, the damage invincibility frames, did not give me enough time for me to jump out of the water before it triggered me getting damaged again. So I was just infinitely getting stun locked because the water physics and stuff. Yeah, we saved after Ceres, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I feel like if I didn't save after defeating Ceres, I would have just quit and played something else, to be quite honest. I would have loaded the original Fusion. Yeah, the game by Jack Club Games. Because lately I've been more of an, like, I've been keeping a closer eye on the indie scene rather than the AAA games. I feel like they put out the type of stories and adventures and characters that I yearn from, like, the AAA days. There's only so much excitement I can have for Resident Evil 9, you know? I love Resident Evil, I love a spoopy game. But, it's Resident Evil, you know? I love Metroid, Prime 4 is so exciting, and what have you, but what's more exciting than that? Something new. So, like, I guess, like, I'm just hoping to see more original IPs from the AAA studios. But it's not gonna happen. Especially from Nintendo? You kidding me? Why develop a new IP when we can make Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? And now Zelda, Age of Imprisonment, where it's the canonical events of the Tears of the King story that wasn't in the Tears of the Kingdom game that we paid $70 for. You know, it's that type of shit. $70 for your Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC is not enough. Give us another 70 or 60 or whatever for you to, quote, experience the canonical events that led to the Tears of the Kingdom game. You like you don't enjoy Cronando in HD. He's not in HD though, is he? I mean, I guess he's in low-res HD, but like Switch 1 games were in 1080. My 3DS is a Metroid gaming machine. Yeah, that's my Wii U for me. I have a 3DS. I've been meaning to do the whole cracking and stuff, but yeah, 720 is HD, but it's not true HD, is what I'm trying to say. But how do I get up there? Oh, maybe I can go through there. So, like, I've just been afraid of hacking my 3DS and stuff because I can't afford another one, and I have the fancy Samus Returns 3DS, and I don't really want to fuck it up with all the games that I have on it. If there's one thing I'm annoyed with indie games, is that it's just that there seems to be too many roguelikes, or any games with randomly generated area. I'd say that there's yeah, like, I agree, there's a lot of roguelikes and stuff like that, but I equate it to, like, there's also a bunch of Metroidvanias, you know? It's just, I feel like it's an area, it's a niche of games that the indie scene has only been able to sort of satisfy from a developer, from like maybe a player base, you know? But I see. No, not again, not again, not again. Okay, fun goodness. Get a cheap 3DS or 2DS? I can't get one or the other. Sadly, though. I only have my 3DS. With no means of acquiring a second unit. So... I mean, I'm perfectly fine. Nowadays, like, I feel like I'm playing my Switch more. Yeah, I'm just waiting for all that shenanigans you can do with your 3DS to become easy to do with your Switch 1, because I am not paying for that much for a Switch 2 just yet. However, fuck, I'm dead. Okay, maybe I'm not. Whew. This area is so confusing. There's news about Yoshi P, producer director from the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, saying that they're finally in talks with Nintendo porting that game over to their systems. Something he's been trying to do since the first system. So like that for me would be definitely worth the investment, given how much time I play Final Fantasy XIV and just the convenience of being able to play that like on the go and stuff. So like for me that would definitely be worth the investment. All right, there's a save room down here. So is it really that easy to hack a 3DS? Yeah, I've heard, and there's so many websites that just show you how easy it is. I'm a big scary baby to doing it. Because I have a very precious 3DS. At least for me, you know? After my storage unit got, like, raided and stolen, it's one of the few things I have remaining from my Metroid collection, so, like, trying to cherish it as much as I can. Only game for me looking forward from Nintendo is Prime 4. Yeah, I mean, it's the same, but I don't think since Prime 4 is also coming out to the Switch vanilla, I don't think it's worth $450 though. Just for Metroid Prime 4. DK Bonanza and the like is pretty cool, but oh fuck. It's here, isn't it? Honestly, which X do you see more of? Green or yellow? Green so far. Or at least when I don't want to see green. I thought the XAX might have walked into the room. Yeah, I'll also happily play Prime 4 on my Switch 1. So this is what I mean about like the BS with like, oh, maybe the players know about the play Fusion before they play this ROM hack. But like at the same time, I've been saying this entire time that this is definitely something for people who've already are familiar with Metroid games. I do like the infected BSL trooper, Federation troopers though. Pretty cool new enemy. It's like I come in this room, there's nothing there. I come back the second time and I get jump scared by an ice X-Parasite that deals way more damage than I remember them dealing in the original game. But given how much I play 14, that would definitely be worth the investment. Especially since, like, Xbox is coming out with their own sort of portable hybrid handheld thingy.
that like cost apparently $800. But thus seem to have built-in Steam integration at least. So for me, like, all right, I get access to all my Steam games. Yeah, I mean, Samus is at her weakest in Fusion, but this is just taking it to a whole different level. If the Ice X parasites are here, it means we're getting the Varia suit soon. I mean, I'd assume it is Sector 6. We did get the bosses seem to be in their relatively appropriate sectors, so there's a good chance that there might be that may be in here. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know about this room. And I don't know. I don't know about this layout. I can't get touched twice or else I die. No matter, so I feel like collecting all of these energy tanks have been a complete waste of time. All right. And this is on normal difficulty. There's an Omega difficulty. Holy fuck. Holy chiet. There's so many. Why does the Galactic Federation put organic parts inside their machine? I don't know. I've always seen it as a Metroid thing for, like, maybe it's better at processing logistics or something like that than an AI. Gosh. This entire experience has been more frustrating than fun, I'm not gonna lie. I have a feeling that, yep. Okay, how about no? Nah. Gosh, I gotta do grapple beam while dodging these two assholes? Oh great, now they're in the way. Puta. This is so dumb. I swear if, like, I've been trapped here and it's not where I'm supposed to go, I'm gonna really do a somersault in my bedroom.
Oi. Oh no, she didn't grab to the wall. I hate the grapple beam so much. I feel like it's been a frustrating experience, all things considered. Maybe just get hit by one and deal with the other. Yeah, but chat member, what? There's gonna be way more of these on the other room. Ay, no, déjame, puta. Ah! No sé cómo hice eso. I don't know how I lived that. Gosh, and now I'm at 5% health with enemies that go through the walls? When did these guys start flying through walls? Oh, fuck. Well, I made it, I guess. Oh. Oh, puta. Me estás jodiendo si tengo que hacer esto. Oh. Alright. Goodbye, saxophone, right? 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 Safe room? Oh, thank goodness. I was gonna say, like, if you gotta go through that and the XAX, no way. Final on your PC? Hooray, Emmerich. Fuck, man. I don't know what... Like, gosh, one hit and I'm almost dead no matter what. Kinda sucks. So, like, I gotta dance through these guys while the SAX chases after me. And grapple beam what? Alright, who was that said it in chat? Gemma the Samurai? I completely disagree with your... You have dealt with both the SAX and the Ice Axis? Not at the same time, no. Like, you would encounter the SAX in Sector X, but they were in their own room. Never in the same space as one of these assholes. Like, I'm already fucked. I can't go back. Alright. Well... Yeah, we have to deal with both the SAX and the Ice Axis in the same room, so I'm trying to run away from the Ice Axis while the SAX is in the room, while I grapple beam my way up a door. Gosh. I love 60% and hate the other 40. So far, it's the other way around for me. Ideas are cool, but the execution are super rough. Like, wow. I play a lot of Super. I play a lot of Fusion, and I'm playing it on normal, and I'm having a tough time with it that I don't know, like... I feel like it may ask just a little bit. It feels more like a Kaizo ROM hack than anything else. Fuck. Like, I'd say that this is... I like the ideas on paper, but I feel like the execution and the instant deaths are way too punishing. I might as well die. I just might as well die. Oh, gosh. I gotta make it the other way out, around and up with the grapple. So, like, I see how it is. I gotta make my way through 3 or 4 ice axes before the XEX has enough time to catch up to me. If I go through that other door on the right, it's just like a way for me to loop back. And now Samus is clinging to the wall like this, and I'm fucked. Fuck. I don't know how the percentage is 60-40. Oh gosh. Oh, fuck you. Oh my gosh. Fuck this ROM for reals. Holy shit. Alright, you survive all that. Here's one more. Oh my gosh. That was pain. Jim, I don't care. That was pain. That was just unnecessary. That's unnecessary. There's a guy waiting there just to jump at me. That was highly unnecessary. I'm already dying as is. All right. Oh wow. Cool. I'm getting Super Metroid Ridley vibes.
So far, I can't really tell what parts of the ROM hack I've generally liked, aside from the layouts and stuff, and what parts of the ROM hack are just there to drive me insane. Okay. This guy is so fast and so big, I can't hit him. None of my hits are reaching him by the time he leaves his... Why is he's gotta be so big? Where are you? Come and fight me. Oh my gosh. Come and fucking fight me already. Hello? I can't hit him. Oh, there we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, hey, Ed. How you doing? Am I liking the ROM hack so far? Liking a lot of it, hating a lot of it. I just got done with that room with, like, the 4 flying ice axes and the SAX chasing you, and I was not having a good time. Like, I think it's fine, it's fun, but, like, I just feel like it's a little bit too unforgiving. I feel like it feels more like a Kaiso game than a... I think it's a good mod as is. I just feel like between the writing and some of the difficulty spikes might be just a little bit more tweaking. I'm already fucked for the next phase, aren't I? They also don't drop a lot of health. So I also came at this from the perspective of playing way too much Fusion. And Japanese hard mode is not feeling nearly as replayable as the other 2D Metroid, so this was refreshing. Gemma, I beg to disagree. Fusion is my favorite one. It's the one I played the most. I used to speedrun it and everything back in the days. Especially on my physical Japanese version, just because I get to skip the opening segment. And I find Fusion as replayable as the other ones. The ideas that this mod introduces are indeed refreshing, but I think that they're not fully balanced just yet for them to reach that same level of I want to replay this. I mean, I was playing I find it funny that everybody's saying like, oh, I played it on easy mode. I'm playing it in normal mode because I thought normal meant like normal. I see hard and omega difficulties and I'm like, all right, It's probably like the original Metroid Fusion. Normal is like the intended difficulty, and then easy is like the one that's in the Japanese version only. Like the SAX could virtually bumped into any random time. I think that would be pain. That's the whole reason also why they limited the enemies to the enemy rooms, because they said that having an enemy that could just bump into you at any time could become more frustrating, especially when they had the ability to instant kill you, because it would make you less wanting to explore and stuff like that. And I guess that like for a stalker enemy, like we already have like other modes. At this point, I'm just like, I don't want to see more X Parasites. I don't want to see more Metroid Fusion. I'd rather see Metroid 6 and its new ideas and stuff like that. Because some of these ideas are cool on paper, but I'm willing to beg to disagree that it's the fact that they're staged and like planned segments in which you encounter the SAX what adds to the tension of it all and the pacing of the narrative and the story. That if the SAX could just really just jump out of you and terminate you anywhere, it might be a little bit too crazy. Oh, what the fuck? Because then it just becomes a game of cat and mouse. Oh, the SAX sees me, then I have to hide and I can't really explore. Good luck with the game. I hear the end game somehow spikes in difficulty. Fuck. Because I feel like if the SAX can roam around and hunt you down, it becomes less about exploration and more about stealth and hiding. That why not just make that sort of narrative, but you're playing as some officer in the BSL station that just gets hunted by the first SAX and whatever. I also don't really like the things that I've done with the story, which I think reduces the... Part of the reason I love replaying Fusion is because the story beats and the moments are so iconic. How the Samus start learning and treating the situation that's going on and stuff. Gosh. Bosses suck ass. Oh, fuck. He's too big. And he keeps flying off the screen, or just taking so much out of it that I can't really maneuver. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where? Come and fight me, please. I kinda just have to guess where it's gonna show up from. I might as well be fighting Ceres. Hello? Oh, fuck.
like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, to be quite honest. Smash Hero, I agree with you that I really like what Dread did. But as I mentioned in my review for Dread, I feel like the X-Parasite segment was cool. I would have just kept it to within Ellen, because then it just becomes Fusion 2.0 and it kind of robs Dread of its own identity. I feel like the problem if you bring the X-Parasites into any of these games is it just becomes Fusion 2.0 no matter what you do. I just don't like this. I feel like I'm never in the right spot to attack it. Like, I remember struggling with Fusion when I was a kid, but like, wow, this is just a different level of Kaisen. So like at some points I don't know if it's just me or if this game is just unfair or too tough or whatever. Skill issue comments are not so funny when this ROM hack is clearly cheating. Alright. I don't feel rewarded. Sweet. Varia suit. Oh, they don't even give you... Alright, this ROM hack sucks. They don't even give you the whole... Oh, the Ice X still think that they can infect you, and then you just suck them up with a Varia suit. Doesn't even give you that. I don't think the game is hard. I think it's unfair. It's like I think I remember this. No, I have not fought Ridley yet. I fought Crocklemeyer. Hard and unfair are the same thing in my eyes. I beg to disagree. Hard just means that you need to ask for more. Like, hard is something like Armor Core that might seem impossible and stuff, but it's balanced to the type of things that you can do. Unfair means that is more of like the game is doing things that seem more in favor of the game rather than the abilities the player can do. So you can have a hard game that is still fair, in the same way that you can have an easy game that is still unfair. And then it's just like, when you have secrets like this, I never know how to access them. I'm assuming I don't have a power-up. Even though there's a power bomb over there. So I don't know, like... Because I've played hard games. I've played unfair games.
The game is way harder than it should be for a newcomer. It's unfair. Not necessarily. It's unfair if, like, they don't explain some things to the player, or like you're starting. It's like, if going back to my armor core example, it'd be unfair if you get filter boss by the opening boss in armor core, if it weren't for the fact that the entire sequence leading up to the boss is there to get you accustomed to the mechanics and all this other stuff, so that the difficulty of the hard boss isn't unfair on the player because they've had enough time to adjust and stuff like that to the mechanics. But at the same time, like, when you fight the chopper as well, Handler Walter is giving you advice on what you're supposed to be doing. It'd be unfair if, like, the chopper shows up and all of a sudden has an instant kill attack that destroys your AC, and there's nothing you can do about it. Or in the case of what we did here, it'd be hard if I had to maneuver through either the SAX before it catches up to me and the Ice X parasites that I cannot deal with and I have to freeze in place. It's unfair the fact that I have to manage both at the same time, then grapple beam onto a horizontal wall. So if Samus is not clinging onto the wall, she can't jump, and she just has to drop at the mercy of the SAX. And then once you actually made it up, you have to shoot 2 blocks in order to go back up and get through that door to then deal with another 2 Ice X parasites, one of which is located in such a way that is ready to jump scare you and kill you. That's unfair. That's more of a Kaizo, in my eyes. A game can be fun and hard. A game can be fun and unfair. A game can be easy and unfair. Because unfair would also be like, you know, RPGs where the computer has a better chance at dealing a crit than the player or something along those lines. But I digress. So I'm just gonna call it a stream here, because I need to go get some lunch and, you know, go about my day and what have you. So I will call it a stream here. There might not be a chance I stream tomorrow. I have, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I have an appointment tomorrow around the time that I usually stream. So I won't be here for that. That's kind of why I want to stream now. But at the same time, I will probably go back on Friday and see whether I want to keep playing this, or maybe if I have a co-host, try a different game just for more commentary purposes and stuff like that. Like, I don't want to seem like I'm a hater for the mod or anything along those lines. It's just that I'm trying to be, like, objective about it. I love Fusion. It's my favorite game in the series with Echoes. I love difficult games. Armor Core 6 is another one of my favorite games of all time, and I would not label that as an easy game. And like Elden Ring and stuff like that, I do heart rates and 14 and what have you. So it's just that, like, I feel like there's a just cranked up to the from, oh, it's tough, it's difficult, to like, oh boy, bodied, start over. Like, you get hit by one Ice X parasite in the regular Fusion, it takes away around like 1 energy tank, so you're inclined to get more energy tanks to survive. And here, just one of them, and you're like, you might as well be dead. So yeah, tomorrow stream? No, there's probably not a stream tomorrow, like I said, Mewtwo. And I don't know if I'm in the mood to play more Pokefusion. You would have to get Gabe to find a way to convince me. To keep playing the Pokemon Infinite. I've just been playing too much Pokemon. So I'll see. May I ask, who's the white colored Gara avatar in the stream? Is she another streamer of the channel? No, that's just Epion. She's sort of like the stream channel mascot / channel mascot. She's been in the videos as well. If you ever see like my main videos and there's like not the Chosen transition in the non-Metroid channels, you'll see her in there as well. If you hit that follow button, she'll show up, or if there's a gifted sub or something along those lines. So like, I'm doing more implementation so that she's also
doing things. The reason there's a lot of space between me and her is because I was expecting for the other co-host to maybe jump in, so I usually keep her all the way to her there. But it's an original character. Here, hold on. I'll show you. She's also in the when the stream is about to start and the stream ends. Let me look for another picture so you guys can see her better, I guess. I did hear a woman's voice in one of your videos, so I assume she was the co-owner of the channel. Well, the channel is only owned by me. Those are the voices of Pawn and Midnight and Kathleen, who always help me out with the additional voices and stuff like that. Oh my gosh. I forget that this piece of art is ginormous. Yeah, there she is. That's her. The chibi just has a more modernized style and stuff like that, but it's usually one or the other. I even did a little animation, transition animation, but yeah, I mean, I woke up, I snoozed. What did I miss? Well, I'm ending the stream. I'm gonna go get lunch. But yeah, that's just one of the many original characters. This one is for the channel and the streams. At some point, I'm trying to make it so that she can like read donations or bit messages and stuff like that. But I gotta put those stuff on hold while I try and manage other things, and just trying to get this F-Zero video out of the way so I can go record the other two for the channel and what have you. So yeah, reminds me of that one Sword Art Online character. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I've never seen Sword Art Online. I don't really like isekais that much. It's gotta be like a specific isekai for me to like it, but it's just a matter. But yeah, all right. Well, with that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that you guys are having a good time, and I'll see you guys, if I'm not here tomorrow because of the errand, then Friday. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.